All right, we're going to look at words their way sort 36, which is words starting with KN, WR, and GN, or the silent beginning consonant. And the actual sort this week is pretty simple, but the meanings of some of these words are trickier. So we're going to go into the meanings of these words and learn some of the words in the homophones. And let's start with some of the GN words, starting with gnome. A gnome is an old dwarf character, like from folk tales usually. Usually they have a white beard. And for some reason, people like to put these things in their gardens. They get little gnome statues and put them in their gardens. So they're quite popular in some places to have gnomes in gardens. The word gnaw means to keep biting something, like a dog would gnaw on a bone. Or maybe if you had like a really chewy piece of meat, you would gnaw on that to keep biting. And then a gnat is a small biting insect, maybe similar to a mosquito, is a gnat. So next, let's look at some of the KN words. And a knack is an ability to do something difficult. So someone might have a knack for a tricky sport or a knack for certain math problems or something like that. It's to make clothing from yarn. You often use these little sticks to help you connect or loop together the yarn, and it's common to knit like scarves or sweaters or things like that. And I think you probably know knelt, but just in case you don't, it's the past tense of kneel, like when you get down on your knees to pray. And the word knead is one of our first homophones. It's when you get dough ready for baking, like if you're making bread or something or cookies, you have to like fold it over and stretch it out and push it together until it's ready for baking. That is this knead, not to be confused with the homophone. This version of knead, which of course is the much more common version. And while we're on the topic of homophones, there's a couple others just to be aware of. So you've got this knot like you tie on a rope, and this knot which means like no. We also have these two knights. So I think the pictures are enough to explain these, but make sure you don't get the two knights confused. And let's just look at a couple more here. So a wreath is this circular decoration made from plants, usually like for Christmas. This is made out of evergreen branches, but it can be made out of different plants or flowers. And then a wren is a small brown songbird, like this one here. Now, to finish it up, just a couple last homophones. So this ring spelled with a W is to squeeze out liquid by twisting, which might be hard to imagine, but you've probably done this before, like with a towel, or if you had a shirt that was wet or something and you wanted to get the water out, you just twist it, you wring out the towel or the shirt or whatever cloth you have. So don't confuse that with the other ring, which of course is this thing you wear in your fingers. And finally, running low on space, but let's squeeze this in up here. We have two types of wrap. There is this wrap, W-R-A-P, which is what you do to presents. When you wrap up presents, it's a verb. And there's also, you've got the rap music, like this penguin here is a rapper. So just the genre of music and wrapping presents, the two wraps. And you know what? I just looked at the list. I've got one more I want to squeeze in here. I'll put him beside our wrapping penguin. Just in case you don't know, a knob is a round handle, like a doorknob or any drawer with a round handle is called a knob. So that's it for this week. As you can see, there's a lot of words, so make sure you study these carefully. And I'll put some links to other videos for Words Their Way here at the end, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.